Hi y'all, welcome back to How It's Daily. We are on our very last video of raw and unedited getting to know Howa. And before I get to the seventh and last video, let me just go through the first 6 videos and how it helped us get here. So the first one we had was things I disliked about myself and learning to accept them on this journey. Again, we all have things that we feel as though aren't really great for the things that we're trying to do in life. They aren't a part of our plan, okay? Plan. However, everything that's in you is a part of you, and you have to learn to accept it all, the good and the bad, the ugly, all of it. And I had to learn to accept everything within me so that I could truly find out what I wanted to do. For example, I used to hate the fact that I talk so much, okay? Because people used to tell me, oh, you talk a lot. But learning that I love to talk and I love to talk about all different things got me to this point of getting in front of the camera and recording now. And it's just like something that I'm gonna keep going at it and keep going at it until I get to the place where I want to be. And then next you have trusting the process, why having plan B's for God, for the universe, for your dreams, all of it just does not work out. Plan B's are they're clutches, right? Every time something doesn't work out for you, you clutch onto something else. You go and it's like, okay, you know what? I mean, let me just go down a new path. Let me just try something new. Like, even though what you really wanted to do, what you still want to do is right in front of you, you just don't want to go through the obstacles and the journey to get there. Things are going to happen in life, right? Things are going to always come at you. But if you don't learn how to get through them, you're never going to get to the other side. And then next we have debunking my I don't deserve mentality, overcoming self-doubt, and embracing hope. You deserve great things. I deserve great things. All of us can have heaven on earth. It just starts within your mind. You truly have to believe. Faith is about what you can't see, knowing that it's going to happen for you, even though it's not in front of you right now. So you have to have belief in that. And knowing that you can't doubt it, because once you doubt it, it's in the air. And once it's in the air, all the things that you're like worried about, that starts to attract to you. And now you're like, yeah, it's not happening for me, but it's because you didn't believe in the first place. Start to believe. And then excuses are holding you back. Like I said, if you don't want to go through it, and all you do is make excuses, you're never gonna get to where you're going. Excuses are holding you back. You cannot keep making excuses. And it starts with the little things as well. You start to think like, oh, it's just an excuse to get out of work. It's just an excuse to get out of school. It's an excuse to get, but it's like, yeah, then it starts to become a habit for you. And now you don't know how to stop making excuses. Now, when it comes to the things that you want to do for yourself, you make excuses with yourself as well. They're holding you back. And then next you have the power of mentorship, how having someone in your life to just talk to, an unbiased person, an adult who can really help you and guide you, really does save your life, and it helps you. And it truly helps you just figure things out because you have someone to help. And then next you have don't let others define you. Letting people define you, letting people speak up for you, letting people think that they know you more than you know yourself, probably one of the worst things that you can do for yourself, because now you have others trying to tell you who you are, and you still haven't discovered who you are yet. You don't even know the things that you like, what makes you happy, and people are trying to tell you that, oh yeah, it's that, it's this. And you're like, it doesn't feel right because it's not you. You're letting people define you. And then with all of that, we get to number 7. Finally finding your voice. And it's, again, the endings are so much better than the beginnings. Once you finally figure out who you are, your passions, what your voice is, how do you fit in the midst of all the other voices in the world, you're finally able to get to that other side. You're finally able to see that the grass is greener on the other side when you put in the work, when you put in the effort, when you have the faith, the belief, and that everything is going to go right for you. Everything ends up going right for you. Feels like my ears big. I don't know. So, but yeah, I know a lot of us are so focused on like, where do I fit in? If I want to become, because I know all of us are individuals. Yes, everyone is unique. But in this world, you have people who are already singers, actors. You have people who are poets, writers, and you're wanting to become one of those things, a sport player, whatever it is. You're like, there's some people already in this field that I'm trying to go in, and they're already making groundbreaking they're already doing groundbreaking things, and how am I gonna fit in? How do I? And it's like, you fit in by finding out what makes you unique in that situation. If you're going to become a singer, how do you become the best singer in your own way? How do you fit in your own element? If you're going to become a wrestler, a boxer, if you're going to become a teacher, what makes you the teacher, the best teacher in your element, in your space? How does it work for you? And we have people like okay, what's a great example? I can say right now, Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift. A lot of people compare them, like, oh, she might be the next Taylor Swift, the next big thing in pop and all these things. But here the thing is, like, Taylor Swift started off as a country singer, and she did her country singing thing. She went into pop and all these things, but she found her voice in her element, right? And then you have Sabrina Carpenter, and it took her a minute, but now she's in her element. She's finally found her voice. But she started singing like when, like, if you look at her discography, she has albums way out from like 2019. I don't remember, but like, she is finally in her own element, and it took time to finally get there. Now the whole world knows her name. People are loving her music. Like, she's like in her thing, and she found what fits for her. So you have to find what fits for you. How does your voice stand out in the midst of everyone else's, even if you are doing the same exact thing? And now when you find your voice and you figure out what works for you, it is so important not to try to overpower anyone else's voice. When I say stay true to your elements, stay true to your things, and it doesn't mean that you try to go and outdo other people, try to go and be better, whatever it is, and make people feel out of themselves and people feel insecure or anything like that, because you think that, oh yeah, you have this God complex with yourself, like you're that, like, yeah, be that, like you're, you know, you're the ish, but don't try to silence anyone else while you're trying to be the ish for yourself. Don't try to go out of your element to try to prove that, oh, you're the best in this, you're the this and that. Like, no, let it come to you. The praises, I promise you, will come. Everything like that will come, but don't try to be in there trying to give it to yourself and all these different things and trying to push other people out of their own way or out of like their own element and do all these sneaky stuff, basically, because it's not like, that's not what finding your voice is. Finding your voice is literally being comfortable within who you are, knowing that you are great, knowing that it's within you, greatness is within you, and that is empowering enough, and you're in your element, and no matter what it is that you're doing, you will always shine, and then the praises will come. You don't have to go looking for the praises, searching for them. You don't have to make them up or anything like that, make anyone feel out of their element and make people feel insecure about themselves. You just have to be you. That's what finding your voice is. And when I say voice is a very broad statement. I don't just mean your physical voice. Metaphorically, I just mean anything, like your passion, what it is, your light, finding that and living in it. And that is all that we have. That is the very last episode. I know we're supposed to do 8 episodes, and the last one was going to be get to know Howard, but I'm going to save that for a later time because I truly want to come back to my page, and it's going to be very brand new, very just a rebrand, because this was very raw and unedited, so that everyone can kind of see the process that it took to me getting to here. But now you all get to see my creativity. You all get to see what it really takes for me, what my voice really is, what my light really is, and I'm excited to share that with you all come January. So this is the very last video until then, and I really hope that you all enjoyed it, and I just can't wait to come back and just do something totally still aligning with now, still on brand what I'm doing now, but just totally different, and I'm excited for it. All right, y'all have a great rest of your day, whatever day it is that you're watching this.